So now see, today's lesson is about WP forms. So I just already explained about these things. So I did one form and I did just inserted that to a page. Okay, already done that, but there are some more that I have to explain under this topic. Okay, so you know these WP forms. So it's actually a plugin. We have installed them and used them. It's, you know, that it's just a drag and drop builder. So like Elementor page builder, it's actually, we are going to use these WP forms to create forms by just dragging and dropping the fields. You can create it and you can just insert that form to a page or a post. Okay, with a short code or using WP forms widget. Actually, not the widget, it's actually an element. Okay, it's an element. You should know, you should go to this add new and then now you can see these are the templates. Now this is the newsletter sign up and this is just blank form. You have to just input all the input fields by your own. And then this is actually suggestion form something. So normally mostly you require this simple contact form. So it's actually already created. We have done that. So with I will be going with the uh, existing one. You know that this is the contact form, so you can just edit, you can duplicate it, you can just duplicate this one, so it will be just created another same copy of the form. So you can just like simply change the form name, but the ID will be different because the ID should be anyway unique, no? So then when you just edit this, so you can see this one. So format is actually first name last name. You can change it to simple. Okay, then see, this is simple, just name only, or first middle last name. So this is there. And if you require this form field to be filled by the user, then you have to mark it as required. So all are same for other fields, so you don't need to worry about other fields. So yeah, I will just show you one field. Okay, to do like this, actually you can just change the size, small, medium, large. Okay, so medium, will go for medium. If you want, you can just make it as large, no issues. And placeholders, see, this is what I said, that there is no placeholders. We'll just make it because placeholders are like they have a good look than the labels. Okay, we don't just, instead of writing labels, we can just write the placeholders. If you just write default values, see, they will be just as a default value, name will be the default value. So when you just insert anything, when you don't insert anything, it will be sent as the value. Okay, name will be, so that is something we don't need now. So we need something to be entered here as a name, so we don't need to give the default name. Hiding the label, in the sense we'll be hiding this name, so I will just hide that. And then CSS, in the sense that is actually, if you have any classes to style this, you can give, but mostly we don't need. Instead of that, we'll be using a plugin. I will just explain them. And then for this also we'll do the same, that this was a enabled. If you want email enable email confirmation, then you can just click on it. So confirming the email, so the email will be checked. So the same email should be repeated here. Okay, that is actually will be checked. If it is not same, then he or she can't send the form. Okay, and we need the label, placeholder, email. You just type that, and then we'll hide the label. And for this one also we'll change the size to large, and this also require comment or any message. And the size, when I just make it to large, so this is the, that will we will just make it small, medium is okay, right? And we can just hide the label and we'll just message or comment. Okay, all three fields are required, and you can see that if you want to add more fields, now this is field options. We are in field options. You can just go to this add field. So not everything is free here. So these are free, but these are enough for us for the moment. Okay, and then you know that you know how to add this plugin, right? So if you want to add that, go to add new and then search for essential add-ons, or just simply search for Elementor. The second result will be the essential add-ons. Okay, search for Elementor. I just already said that, right? I have said that anyway. Um, you can see this. This is the plugin that you have to install. Essential add-ons for Elementor. And then if you want to add that form to your page, now we added to what? Home page, right? Home page 2 or something. Now see, now this is what we have done. So we use what? This is the element. What is that? Form. Just WP forms we just use. Now you can see when you just search for form, we just use this one, right? WP form, this or this. Both are same actually, function same. Now I just said that this is actually, that's all you can do with this, right? So now we will just remove this. Okay, we will remove this, and then this is the one from the essential add-ons. So add this. Okay, now you just select the form, contact form. This is what we just added now, created. You can just hide the title. You can hide the description if you have, but there is no description. You can hide the labels, but we have already hidden them from the form builder. Okay, and then you can hide the placeholders as well, but we have to have them now here. And from the style, you can just change the background color if you want. You just go for any light color, any color you want. Just make it to just look good or something. Okay, you can just do anything you want, and then it's actually just make it center. And you see the form maximum width is actually too much, right? So we'll just make it to 600. That will be enough. Okay, so form width, and still see it's not looking good. So for that one, we will just make some margins. Okay, and we'll just add margins. Actually, no need. We'll go for paddings. Okay, so that would work. So 40, 40, 40. So that is something enough. Good. And if you just want radius, add some. And then if you want border type, you can just do this one, none, or border shadow also you can just give. So that is with form layer. Title and description, you can just change it. You can centerize. You can make it left. It's actually okay. And the color you can just change. We'll go to the black. And text color you can just this is this descriptions, and that's all. That is enough for that. And then typography you can just change it, transform this to uppercase. Okay, and then labels not there, right? Input areas, and consider this here. Background colors, just go for any light color, light colors or anything like you can just try so many, right? So white is okay. So and then border radius should like something like this. So you can, if you want, you can just make 10. Okay, just a good look. And then uh, you can make better than this, like by changing the colors. So colors actually very important. Like this is actually not looking good, so you can just make it like a very dark color to give that rich look and all. And placeholders, that's all we have, right? Placeholders will just change their color uh, to something lighter, and that's all we have for the placeholder. And form submit button, you can just change the color, background color. So and then since it's changed to dark color, then we can just make it white or whatever you just do. And radius, or if you just want to round it, you can just use 33. Okay, oval shape. So, and then you can just use these paddings. I will just use top 120, and then bottom also 20, and then the right 140. Sorry, and this one 40. Okay, no issues, right? The 30 30 will be enough.